Yo, yo, it's Pano. Welcome to the YouTube channel officially this time. Today, we're talking about videography in 2021. So we're getting right into a collection of things that I did as a creator in 2021 that were both skillfully and financially beneficial to me as a creator and my business. My hope with this is to show you what's possible, do a little bit of a year-end recap, and just show you what's out there and how to basically make money and have fun doing it and grow your network, grow yourself, grow your skills as a creator. So the first one on the list, working on other people's film sets. Now, you may be wondering, how is this possible? How do I get in someone's film set? What does that involve? Do I need to know anything? What are my skills? I don't have any skills. So I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't require a lot of skills to start. It just requires a little bit of networking and it requires a willingness to do it. The reason I really enjoy working with other people's film sets is because these teams of people, they spend months working and planning, sometimes years planning productions. When the shoot day comes up, they just need an assistant. Someone dropped out last second. They just need an assistant to come around and carry heavy stuff. This is a great way to get your foot into a set and just see how it's done, see how other people do it, see what's involved in a production that may make you appreciate what you see on Netflix, what you see on YouTube, to see just kind of behind the scenes and how many people there actually are behind the camera, putting in work for hours and hours in a day just to get the shot. How can you do this? First of all, you can either reach out to people you know, and if you don't know those people, there's always local filmmaker groups within your city. I'm in Ottawa right now. There's an Ottawa filmmakers group on Facebook. So many times people will be like, hey, we just need an assistant, just need a grip, basically someone to carry around heavy stuff all day. If it's a low budget film, they can't pay you with money, they'll pay you with food. However, I am definitely an advocate for that at the start. Just do it, get your foot in the door, see how it's done, see if it interests you, see if you want to go further into it. It's a great way to just get into it, see what happens, and learn a lot. The key things for this are be easy to work with, take direction from people, and take notes, whether that's mentally or actually writing notes. And if it's okay with the production, ask them, hey, can I take photos for personal use? Very likely they won't allow you to share them on your platforms, but you can help you go back and see how they lit up a certain scene or how they did the audio. And on top of that, when you're on these film sets, there are usually plenty of talented people, whether that's audio technicians, whether that's camera operators, whether that's grips, lighting. Don't interfere with the production, chat with people, build the network. It's been a key pillar in helping me approach production more strategically and scaling things down to, a 1, 2, 3 person crew with one camera, a couple sets of lights. It's been great, highly recommend it. If you don't know where to start and you're still confused, hit me up. I can definitely point you in the right direction of how you can get on film sets. Another thing I've done on film sets is shoot behind the scenes photos. They spend hours lighting up a scene and you just get to pop in there with your camera, snap a photo. It's lit perfectly. It's lit for the video cameras, so it's gonna look amazing on a photo camera. This is another great way to, add value to someone else's production and have fun with it. All right, jumping into the second item on our list of 5 today. This is real estate videography. This involves drones to capture properties from high above. If they're large properties, multiple acres, the drone is amazing for that. Gives a very unique perspective to the home for a potential buyer. And then inside the home, I would just do video walkthroughs. The key to that is just having a wide lens, clean shots, simple shots, show the space, show what's important in the house. No one wants to see a laundry room. No one wants to see the storage room. They just want to see the key areas of this home in order to make them want to say, oh, I'm gonna go check this out in real life. I've learned so much and I've really honed in my skills using a camera because I've just spent hours and hours using the camera. I would shoot them all handheld in slow motion, stabilize the shots in post-production. I'll go into more detail about exactly how I do that in another video. But the point of this is there's so many real estate agents out there who have yet to realize value in video tours, drone video of properties that they have for sale. So that is 2 items on our list of 5 videography in 2021. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button, please. And just say something nice to your cat. Or don't. Whatever floats your goat. It's up to you. Moving on. Corporate videography and commercial. Corporate videography is an ever-expanding market, but as the industry has changed and the world has changed, and majority of our communications are done digitally, through video, through phones, through messages on the internet, corporate videography for the purposes of sending information out to the staff or even just to clients, whether that's just informative videos, simple talking head, just addressing the camera, hey, this is what's going on. Because these corporations have larger budgets, they are willing to invest in production. Now, that being said, if they're spending larger money on video production, they're gonna expect a little bit higher quality. If you don't have the tools to bring this, use the budget that is given to rent stuff, rent lights, rent lenses, hire people. It can stem to long-term relationships. And my favorite part about all of this is you get to dip your toes in all these cool industries. You get to work with very interesting people, high up people in corporations. They're usually the ones addressing the camera, addressing the staff or the clients. This kind of stems off corporate videography, but that would be commercials, whether that's product commercials, services, whatever you're selling, just some structured kind of commercials where you plan it out with their teams and you execute a commercial for something that they are selling in order to add to their marketing strategy and boost things up. So that's corporate videography. Some examples of corporate videography that I've done in 2021 have been for Minto Apartments. We did a couple commercials for some of their apartment rentals that they have across Ontario. Another example of that was some virtual interviews for a client out in the States. They needed to conduct an interview with a client that was in Canada. So we set up an iPad on a stand with Zoom, and the camera's multicam was capturing the responses. A couple other ones in this category are some charity events, some company events, some campaigns for programs within their businesses, and just simple, CEO would like to address the company and recap the year. All right, moving on to category number 4. So there's no particular order to this list, by the way. Just try any of these, try one of them, try none of them, just listen, talk, research, do whatever you got to do. The 4th one on the list is contract work and ongoing work. What does that mean? You don't know how to draw a contract. You're not a lawyer. What is a contract? Let's just call it an agreement. Let's just call it a long-term relationship. Basically, the idea here is to offer a business, offer a person, a company, someone else who has something to sell, offer them value with your creative services, with video, with photo, with drone, give them value in the long term. This would mean, for example, agreeing to work together for 6 months or a year. And within that time span, you can build a library, build a community, an audience with the videos. You can help them develop their websites. You can help them develop their social media presence. You can help them just, touch up on all of their internal stuff, like let's say it's employee photos or employee profiles or whatever it may be. Add value to their business through the creative realm, through media, and it will add value to you because now you've guaranteed yourself 6 months to a year of work. And the key here is to discount yourself a tiny bit because you're guaranteed a year of work. Knock 10%, knock 15%, whatever you're comfortable with. Tell them, okay, look, this is what I would normally want to charge, but since we're on an ongoing basis, I'm willing to discount this. Always frame it in what they're gonna get out of it. Don't tell them like, I want this. Tell them you're gonna get this. This is what I require to make that possible. So that's an important one. That's a very valuable one. And it's something that a lot of businesses are looking for. They're looking for somebody to almost be part of their team without being an employee. From a business standpoint, the reason that is beneficial is because when you pay an employee, it costs quite a bit more between, employment insurance and taxes. Whereas if a company's paying a contractor and you're charging them HST or you're charging them sales tax, they are receiving tax benefits by paying you. They're receiving the benefits, they're writing off these invoices that you're sending them, and you're growing your sales, you're gaining some capital that you can reinvest into your business. Now, I'd like to do a whole video on how to set up your creative production, your creative business. Fundamentally, the key areas that no one really talks about is how to set it up and make money doing it. We have too many tools today for you to be an amazing creator and not know how to make money with your craft. So ongoing relationships, long-term clients, long-term contracts, agreements, whatever you would like to call them, I highly recommend seeking out businesses who are interested in endeavoring on this relationship and give them a trial period because maybe they're skeptical. Be like, hey, look, let's try it out for a month. I'll give you 50% off. If you're happy with the work, we'll continue and we're gonna bump the price up to, not 50% off, maybe like 10% off. To sum that up, basically ongoing work with these businesses, you can add so much value, you can practice your craft, you can get so good, build amazing long-term relationships that could go on for years and years and years. A couple examples of some long-term work that I did this year was with Mercedes-Benz dealership, where I was their social media coordinator, producing content for their YouTube channel, their website, all sorts of things, basically anything they needed that was with a camera. That's what I was there for. We had a set amount of work that would be delivered on a monthly basis, and we hit those targets, and we just carried on, powered through the year, made some awesome stuff, had some awesome times. I'll put up a couple examples of some stuff we've done. And on to our final area of videography in 2021. This is the creative stuff. This is the reason that anyone does this, for the creative aspect. So the creative stuff where there are no rules, There are no bounds. You can bring all of your equipment. You could bring just a single camera. The point of this stuff is to push boundaries and to push yourself creatively in what you're capable of doing without worrying about how's it gonna look, what's gonna be the outcome, or oh no, we did something wrong, we strayed far from our plan. The creative stuff is awesome. It's really good to exercise your skills, and it's something that I myself find that I've kind of lost a little bit because I've been so consumed with trying to sustain myself financially in this business that it's taken away from my ability to be creative. So going into a new year now, I want to change that. I want to get back to the creative stuff, make some cool stuff, inspire other people, work with other people. So that's why the creative stuff is very important. And one of my favorite videos was taking the Blackmagic cinema camera into a cave or tiny crack, quite sketchy, don't recommend it, but it was just unbelievable. It was in the springtime, so the water inside the cave was still frozen, and there was just this steam, this fog that was lifting off of the water. Unbelievable. I'll pop some clips of the footage. That was probably one of my favorite shoots just because of how unique that environment was and how I guess the risk made it that much more enjoyable to, have that memory in video. So to sum it up, with no particular order of importance, we had 5 items on our list today of videography in 2021, which will definitely carry over to 2022. First one on that list was working on other people's film sets. The people pour in countless hours and effort into making these productions possible, and sometimes they just need people to fill in. They just need help carrying heavy stuff around. That's where you can come in. That's where you can get your foot in the door and learn and experience that world. The second one on the list was real estate videography. It is a saturated market. There are plenty of real estate agencies out there who could benefit from your services, whether that be drone, video, photo. You can help them to elevate their sales process and to just help them get into the digital world. Third item on our list that we spoke about was corporate videos and commercials. Corporate videos are awesome. They pay well. You can get to dip your toes in all these different industries, meet all sorts of cool people, and you get to have some fun, work with larger budgets, and create some awesome stuff, which has an impact and a potential impact on, the clients and the staff of those corporations. And you get to have some fun selling services, selling products, whatever it may be that you're doing. The fourth item on the list, which is one of the most important in my view, although there was no particular order to this list, I believe that ongoing and long-term work can give you that financial stability that you need to do this full time. If you can guarantee yourself a year's worth of work, then you're gonna crush it. You're gonna know that you can support yourself financially and you could take that leap into doing it full time. It worked for me, and I'm sure it can work for other people as well. And then the last one on the list, creative shoots. This is shooting with no bounds, creating with no limits, creating with no expectations and no rules. You can bring just one camera, you can bring 30 cameras. Do whatever you need to do to push yourself creatively and to step out of the comfort zone and break the mold. Don't be scared of judgment. Don't be scared that you may not do it properly. Just do it for the learning experience and it will benefit you greatly. Thank you for watching. This has been Pano coming at you with top 5 videography categories in 2021 that will carry over to 2022. If there's anything else you'd like to know or any more information you'd like to know about the topics that I covered today, please drop a comment. We'd be happy to give you that information. I've got a cool experiment coming up on the next video, pretty inexpensive experiment with a potentially really cool result. So stick around for that. I'm really pumped on that and really pumped to see what kind of results that we can get. But for now, all the best going into the New Year's, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.